Hi guys, yesterday we worked on adding angle measures together. So today we're going to be doing something very similar. We're going to be working with complementary angles. So this says when a right angle is decomposed, which means broken apart, into two adjacent angles, the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. These angles are complementary. So this right here is a right angle. So today we're going to be looking only at right angles. So we know that a right angle is 90 degrees. So no matter what, the right angle is 90 degrees. So since we know that this angle ABD, right here, trace it in blue, ABD plus I'll circle this in purple, BC are going to have to add up to 90 degrees. So when we're working with the complementary angles, the two parts, so we'll call this one part 1, this one will be part 2, they will always add up to 90 degrees. So let's take a look at some examples. So this one, it says, find the measure of DEG. So we see here, they're looking for DEG. All right, so we're looking for this angle here. We know we have one that equals 35, and this one is unknown. We can tell here that this is a right angle, so we know they must add up to 90 degrees. So I'm going to put that in a little bubble so I remember. 90 degrees. All right. So if we're writing an equation, we know that x, which is this one right here that we're trying to find, x plus something is going to equal 90, because 90 is going to be our total. So the blank that goes in here is this 35. So x plus 35 equals 90. So we could either think of what plus 35 would give us 90, or we can do a subtraction problem. So x will equal 90 minus 35. So subtraction is always the easiest way to solve this. So you're going to take the 90, the whole angle measure, and subtract what you already know. I'll write this over here, so I'll say 90 minus 35. So I know I can't do 0 minus 5. I'll borrow from this 9, becomes an 8. This 0 becomes a 10. So now I do 10 minus 5, which would be 5. And 8 minus 3 would be 5. So x equals 55 degrees. So the measure of this unknown angle right here, DEG, is 55. So we know that they must add up to 90, so we can check it here. I can do 35 plus 55, and then if we got it right, it will add up to 90. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 90. So we did that one correctly. All right, let's look at another example. So here we have another right angle. This way it looks different because it is flipped upside down. So even though it is flipped upside down, it still measures 90 degrees. But we see something different here. We have 1, 2, 3 parts. So we know we have a 13, we have a 28, and we have an unknown. This is our unknown here. We know that these 3 parts have to add up to 90 degrees. So I'm going to figure out how much these 2 parts equal in total. So I'll start by doing 28 plus 13. I know that 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 41. Okay, so now I know that these 2 parts together add up to 41 degrees. But we need it to get to 90. So to figure out what is missing, I'll do 90 minus 41. So I have 0 minus 1, which I can't do, so I will cross off this 9, make it an 8, cross off this 0, make it a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 8 minus 4 is 4. So we know that our missing piece here would be 49 degrees. And again, we can check this to make sure it adds up to 90. So I had these two pieces were 41, plus the third piece was 49. That's a bad 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 4 is 90. So that one we got right. I'll erase that. And let's look at one more example. All right, so this one we have 2 parts, unlike the last one which had 3 parts. So I have my one part here and my second part here. I see here that it's a right angle, which I know is going to be 90. And they gave us one of the angle measurements, which is 9 degrees. So this little part is 9 degrees in here. So 9 plus x, our missing angle, is going to add up to 90. So I'm going to take 90 minus 9 to figure out our missing piece. I can't do 0 minus 9, so I'll cross off this 9 and make it an 8. This one will become a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 8 minus nothing is 8. So our missing angle x is equal to 81 degrees. And I know that if I add my 2 parts together, they have to equal 90. So if I did 81, oops, let me erase that. So if I had 81 plus 9, I would get 90. So on your work today, you're going to start by looking at the right angle. You're going to remember that it adds to 90 degrees every time. And then you'll take 90 and subtract the part that you have. So it could be 2 parts or it could be 1 part, but you're always going to be subtracting from 90. All right, so good luck. I'm sure you'll do great.